Welcome to That's Oxfordshire TV. I'm Emma Jane Taylor and this is the Wellbeing Show. This week I am joined by Rachael Dobson and Liz James. These ladies have two very personal and inspiring stories that will give us motivation and support. Stay tuned and let's introduce you, Rachael and Liz. Good evening to you both.
Good evening.
So Rachael, tell us about your work and why you went into the fitness industry.
Yes, I'm a personal trainer and I've just always had a passion about sport and helping others in sport. Sounds very corny, I know, but as a child I always wanted to be a PE teacher. Life took a different path. And so later in life, inspired by my daughter actually, she was doing PE at school exam-wise, and I thought, oh, I know all this. And so I just thought at the age of 39, okay, it's now or never. Yeah. So I went into it then. And
so you started your training, you built up your personal fitness training industry, or business in Henley, didn't you?
I did, yes. So I'm based in Henley now, also travel out to some clients' homes, but mainly based in Henley.
Yeah, and you're enjoying it?
I love it. It's just, yeah, it's a great job.
Yeah, and it's not, I mean, it's tough in the winter, but you get all those lovely perks in the summer, don't you?
Oh, great.
Yeah, outside. And do you have a personal trainer, Liz?
No, I used to go to the gym, but I do a lot of walking outside, so I love being out in the fresh air too.
Yeah, so it's great. So, Rachael, you discovered recently you had Sjogrens. Tell us about this.
Yeah, 2 years ago, on my 48th birthday, I was feeling the best I've ever felt, feeling quite proud of myself, thinking, okay, I'm nearing 50s, let's go into it in the best shape that I can. And it's about 3 weeks after my birthday, I got stung by a wasp. And my leg just swelled up, something wasn't right. And I think it was the trigger for something that was already there, Sjogrens syndrome. Which a lot of people haven't heard of.
No.
It's an autoimmune disorder where your white blood cells attack you rather than helping you. For those who haven't heard of it, it's the second most common autoimmune disorder. Wow. Particularly in...
do you know what the first most common is?
Rheumatoid arthritis.
Right.
And the third is lupus. So if you don't know what Sjogrens is, it's actually a bit of both.
Yeah. And we spell it S-J-O-G-R-E-N-S.
Yes, yeah. So those symptoms of somebody with rheumatoid arthritis and lupus, I mean, we're all treated in the same way, pretty much.
So after you discovered this, what were your symptoms? How did you feel?
It started with pain. I mean, really bad pain, to the point I'd turn over at night and I'd yelp. So then I couldn't sleep. So it went from joint to muscle pain. The common symptoms are dry eyes and dry mouth. It doesn't do the condition justice because that's the superficial stuff. Right. That's the least of your worries.
I was going to say that if you could just got that, then that would be manageable, right?
Exactly. So it's the joint and muscle pain and the chronic fatigue to the point you can't function. Right. And that's quite tough to manage.
What it is a personal trainer, because you're there as the personal trainer to inspire and motivate and give everybody that lovely feeling of, look at me, I'm looking great and I feel great. But if you're not feeling great and
I thought it was quite a cruel thing to be diagnosed with. I mean, isn't it all cruel? But as a personal trainer, I mean, I got to the point that I couldn't train, but I realised I was too scared to train. And as a personal trainer, but that's my job. Yeah. That was quite...
To train what, yourself or others?
I kept on working because I have to work, got to pay the mortgage, but training myself, I stopped training at all for about 4 months.
And that's
for when it hurt, for when I wanted to fall asleep 10 minutes in, and I was scared of doing myself more damage. I now realise that was a big mistake. I should have moderated it right down, but continued to train.
So you should always keep going.
You should always keep going. Yeah. Yes.
And why did they advise that? Is that just to keep the blood flows?
They didn't encourage me to train. I was just too scared. I hurt. I'd go to do one press up when I can usually sort of do 20 press ups, no problem. And I couldn't do one because it hurt. And I just want to lie on the floor and go to sleep. Wow. Because it would just fatigue me so much.
And then was it like that every day, or were some days better?
It was back then. Things are very different now, but back then that was day in, day out for about a year. Just learning to change lifestyle, getting a grip of what it was.
So you hit despair on numerous occasions. Then you stumbled across Synergy worldwide, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
And what did this Synergy bring to your life?
Changed my life. Actually gave me a quality of life back, which I never thought I'd see again. Sitting here now, actually, I was saying to you earlier, just feeling really well. Really good day today. Yes. So I was looking for potentially a second income, or actually replacing being a personal trainer, because I didn't think I'd be able to continue.
Because you thought you might have to stop.
Yes, yeah. And I stumbled across Synergy Worldwide, and so then I decided to meet up with Liz, who was already with the company, And partway through the meeting, she'd give me this energy powder, and through the meeting I was feeling really fatigued, to the point I'm in the room but nobody's there.
Wow.
I can't take in, you could be speaking double Dutch. I can't absorb what you're saying. So I thought, okay.
And that's the Sjogrens affecting your mental state then?
Yeah, it affects your endocrine system, which if you're not producing the fluids, whatever, to your brain and your synovial fluid and whatever, you can't, it's almost like being chronically dehydrated, but drinking water doesn't affect it. And so I tried this energy drink, E9. At the end of the meeting, Liz says to me, "Oh, how are you feeling?" Whatever. I thought, okay, I'll be polite, whatever. And in my head, I'm thinking, you don't understand. I'm not tired. I'm fatigued. Left the meeting, got home about an hour later, and I was bouncing off the walls.
And this is from this E9.
It's from the E9.
So when you say fatigued, we know fatigue. We know tired as being tired, and fatigued is a much more acute version of the tired.
It is. People say to me, if you're fatigued, why don't you go and have a lie down and have a sleep? I would experience waking up on a Monday morning, now I've got a week's work, feeling like I hadn't slept for a month.
Right.
Sleep doesn't help.
And do you feel like you've kind of got a hangover or?
Yeah, brain fog.
Yeah.
And they actually relate it to people who go through treatments for cancers.
Wow.
The same sort of thing, or being in a constant state of having the flu.
Do you think if you hadn't have had that bee sting, you wouldn't have found as quickly that you got the Sjogrens? Do you think that enhanced it?
Without a doubt. I spoke to my specialist about it. She said it was definitely a trigger. So my immune system, as everybody's would do, kicks in to
try and protect
it. But mine started attacking me, and it attacked and it attacked and it attacked.
So that was a really unfortunate situation.
Yeah,
but also
the Sjogrens was
better
there over the last 8 years. I've had dipped in and out, going to the doctors. Something's not right.
So you felt for the last few years that you haven't felt right, but this actually enhanced everything.
Yes, this accelerated it.
Okay, so this E9, it's a powder?
It is, yes.
And you take it in a drink?
Yes.
And it's magic, is it, Liz?
Oh, I love it. It is magic.
Do you know what's the ingredients?
It's a natural energy drink with herbs and vitamins, and all plant sourced, and it actually enables your body to produce more energy like it does naturally.
Right.
And it increases your mental alertness and concentration and focus. So I use it before I play badminton, and the shuttlecock goes exactly where I need it to go as well. But it does give you the energy.
So would you recommend people take this every day, or is this something you just supplement your life with when you feel you need it?
When you feel you need it, not necessarily daily. We have athletes that use it daily if they're doing constant training and need more energy. At the moment I'm working really hard, so I am taking it daily, and it is part of my regime, but it is as and when you need it. An extra pick-me-up.
So you discovered this E9, and then you discovered Pro RG.
Yes.
So what's the Pro RG 9?
E9 gives you an instant instant pick-me-up, and then I started on the Pro RG 9, and I was about 3 weeks in, and I suddenly thought, I've stopped hurting.
Wow.
I've actually got mobility back. So the Pro RG 9 is an arginine product, which is an amino acid, which helps us produce nitric oxide, and as we get older we lose the ability to do that as well.
So we need that.
So we need that, and there's a lot of research into arginine and the benefits of it. So this opens up the blood vessels, gets the circulation going, so understandably to really get your heart functioning well, going to your brain, your nerve endings. And so for me, that was just amazing.
And is this something that you would take every day?
I do. Actually, the Pro RG 9, I take 2 sachets a day. Helps me sleep well as well, helps me train well, helps me recover from training very noticeably. I mean, I'm training quite hard now. I've managed to get myself back to that point.
You look great.
Thank you.
You look great.
Thank you.
And so how can people contact you, Rachel?
I've got a website, rachaeldobson.pt@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Sorry, rachaeldobsonpt.com.
And then the email address is
rachaeldobson.pt@gmail.com.
Yeah,
yes.
so people can contact you there, and then you can discuss your PT work, and if they want to then discuss the Synergy. So Synergy Worldwide, you've joined that.
I have.
You're now promoting and selling these products, aren't you?
I am, yes.
And the products are called Synergy. And the Synergy products are Pro RG 9 and the E9.
Yeah, there's lots of products.
But it's also the microbiome, isn't there?
The microbiome was on another level for me. I never knew the company were going to be doing this, and obviously have an autoimmune disorder. I'm very interested in the gut and gut health.
Yeah.
So I've done it twice now. It's a 21-day body reset program.
Right.
Resets the microbiome, which is really important to our health. And again, each time I did that, it took my health and well-being onto another level.
Yes. And
clarity of mind, sleeping well.
Oh, you look amazing.
Thank
so
you.
You're a perfect advert for your
does.
products.
Thank you.
And will the Sjogrens ever go?
Won't, unfortunately. There's no cure. There's no magic cure out there, unfortunately. But I'm learning to control it. And
rather than it control you.
Controlling me.
So you know instantly if you need to take your E9 or your Pro-Arg9.
Yes.
And would you increase dosages?
Yeah, I'm also aware of sometimes you just got to rest.
Yes.
Sometimes you just got to listen to your body.
And just stop.
So at times I do increase doses, but on the whole it's just fairly consistent.
Yeah. And so then we're going to talk to Liz after the break, but you and Liz met through Synergy, didn't you?
We did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
meant to be.
And it was definitely. So it's really important that we look after our bodies, isn't it?
It is.
And so many people don't look after their bodies. I bang on about people looking after their bodies, just not physically but mentally as well, because I think, like you just said there, I was in control.
Yes.
And the body's not. And I think if you can just take the reins back and get back in control, then your body will function as you pretty much want it to.
It's one of the biggest things that has changed, actually, mentally, how I look at the condition. Because I can't change it. And it's taken a while for me to, I'm not quite there yet, but it's taken a while for me to get my head around it. Even a grieving process of grieving who I used to be. I think that was really important.
It go. And we all need to do that.
We do.
So brilliant. Well, it's lovely to meet you, Rachel. Thanks for coming on the show. You look great.
My pleasure. Thank you.
We're going to chat to you. What a story Rachel has had. So we're going to see you back here shortly. Don't go anywhere.